My name is Tosin Akinsanya, or Tosin for short.
My name is Antonio Gonzalez.
Hi, my name is Maxwell.
Most students who are interested in learning about a musical instrument or about a piece of musical equipment oftentimes do not have access to the right group of people who can help guide their understanding of that instrument or equipment. Having access to people in the music department, whether professors of music or people who are knowledgeable about expensive musical equipment, can be difficult or almost impossible if one is not majoring in music.
University music departments often offer practice space, instruments, and recording space to their students. However, such access is often restricted to music majors, music minors, and those paying for private lessons with university faculty. This is the case at our own university. Therefore, many college students who have musical interests but are not music majors, minors, or cannot afford private lessons do not have access to certain expensive instruments or to guided recording space. Due to space constrictions and space conflicts, even music majors can sometimes find difficulty practicing at the times that are most convenient for them.
Our course stakeholders consist of college students who do not have access to these inexpensive practice spaces, instruments, recording equipment, or guidance. So the direct stakeholders are the universities who agree to give us their own space, advertising capabilities, and or instruments in which we can operate our business with. Universities may choose to enter such an agreement with us to reduce their own costs associated with maintaining their spaces, as well as their instruments and guidance resources. Now, our indirect stakeholders would be those universities who we do not have a partnership with, and this would mean we would have to provide our own musical instruments, equipment, and space to serve the students at these specific universities. And indirect stakeholder universities would not be offering us any resource assistance to offset the cost of maintaining and organizing our business, but would also be expanding more of their own resources by not partnering with us, thus incentivizing them to become direct stakeholders.
Our business is targeted toward local environments, but we do understand that global trends in the music industry could impact our business, primarily through affecting demand for our services. However, people have been interested in music for all of human history, and we will not lose that interest anytime soon. So the demand for access to musical instruments, equipment, and guidance should remain strong. Although social media has helped bridge the gap between upcoming artists or students interested in music and studio-like spaces for recording purposes, it does very little in helping these individuals find an inexpensive space locally. Our business will further help bridge this gap, providing a local space for students aspiring to be artists. We would like to mention that some universities may view our business as competition, considering that we seek to pull university students away from existing musical infrastructure and into our own spaces. However, due to the fact that universities will most likely offer more attractive resources to music majors than we can, our targeted customer base will not be likely to conflict heavily with existing university resources.
Our proposed idea is called Music Gym. We seek to create a space where people can pay a flat monthly fee to have access to well-maintained instruments, high-quality recording space, and guidance on how to use recording equipment and other musical equipment, all at a low cost. The instruments we seek to provide are any large, expensive instruments that college students are not likely to afford, store, and maintain on their own. Some ideas for such instruments include large brass or woodwind instruments, drum sets, other large percussion instruments, and harps. We will also provide at least one staff member at any given time to give people a basic understanding of how to use any of the equipment we provide, but we will save costs by leaving much of the process up to our customers. We seek to be a space where people can explore expensive instruments and recording equipment at low cost to themselves if they are willing to put in a little effort themselves.
We selected this idea for a handful of reasons, but most importantly because we are all interested in simplifying the process of creating and practicing music as college students. As college students in a big campus who are interested in music, we notice that there are no designated spaces for people who are curious about music if they are not music majors or minors. Getting access to an equipped studio or practice space on campus is a very tedious process and requires that the student reserve the space weeks ahead of time when it is available. This kills the curious motivation of any student who is interested in practicing or learning about a musical instrument. Furthermore, not having easy access to music space locally could dampen the creativity of students who are aspiring musicians.
We conducted 6 customer discovery interviews between our group's members. Our interviewees included 2 college students, a professional music producer, a UIUC harp instructor, a Champaign area freelance musician, and a UIUC events administrator. Our 2 biggest takeaways from these interviews involved the possible willingness of universities to partner with us and the demand for cheap recording space among beginning musicians. Both of these takeaways have been worked into our business model and are reflected at other points in our presentation. We would first continue the customer discovery process we have already begun. We would like to talk to many more college students, adult music professionals, university music faculty, and university facilities administrators. Beyond customer discovery, we would seek an initial university to be an early adopter of our idea, hopefully UIUC. We would then work out exactly what pieces of equipment, space, and employment expenses we would require for testing our business model. Finally, we would seek funding to cover those initial expenses. Once funding was obtained, we would move forward with testing our idea in that early adopting institution. We would test our idea with a direct stakeholder and an indirect stakeholder to make sure that our idea is feasible when partnered exclusively with a university and when not partnered with a university.
So there are 2 sides to the team needed to operate this business. It would be a business team and a staff. The business team consists of a university liaison, which reaches out to potential partner universities and gets their input as well as helping establish that partnership so we can reduce costs both on our end and the university end. The marketing team would be in charge of generating hype and spreading awareness for our service, and the finance team would be in charge of managing our budget as well as our investments and the insurance. Now, the staff would initially consist of musically knowledgeable staff that would be able to help new students with the equipment as well as running the place, and then starting to slowly train general employees that would be able to operate the space on a day-to-day basis. The support team needed to achieve our vision would consist of, but not be limited to, the UIUC founders, I-Corps, and the UIUC music department. So the UIUC music department obviously has the most experience in managing a large amount of instruments and can advise us on how to do so in our service. The UIUC founders is a great resource for starting a startup, not only helping you develop your idea into a successful startup, but also offering microgrants to help you fund your projects. Now, I-Corps per year offers 4 teams up to $2,000, as well as a 6-week course in helping you grow your business and complete your customer discovery process.